In this video, we are going to discuss about visualizing solid shapes. But first of all, we'll talk about the shapes 2D and 3D shapes as we have studied earlier also. So the shapes or objects, they can be classified as 2D, which means two-dimensional, and 3D, which means three-dimensional. So two-dimensional means that these shapes can be drawn on a plane surface. Okay, so whatever shapes we studied, like we studied about triangle, we studied about circle, we studied about a rectangle. So all these shapes that we studied about and which could be drawn on a paper or a plane surface, they are called two-dimensional shapes. Why are they called two-dimensional shapes? Because these shapes actually extend in only two directions. Okay, so they extend in only two directions, and those two measures give us the plane surface actually extends in two directions. So that is why they are also called two-dimensional shapes. Now, how are three-dimensional shapes different from two-dimensional shapes? The only thing is that this time a third direction is also added to these shapes. So this time the objects cannot be drawn on the plane surface, but they extend, they have a height also. So besides the two measures which were there present on the plane surface, they have a third measure also which gives them a particular height. That is why they are called three-dimensional shapes, and they occupy space also. So this is the specific feature of three-dimensional shapes, that these shapes occupy space also. So what can be the examples over here? The examples can be cube, cylinder, cone, and many more other objects that we see around us. They are a combination of all the three-dimensional shapes. Next, we study about a few examples where we are going to see the transition from 2D to 3D. Okay, so here we have a circle. Circle, as we all know, it can be drawn on a plane surface. It is a 2D shape. It's a two-dimensional shape. It is a circle. So a coin, I've taken the coins of 2 rupees here. So this coin has a circular shape, but when I stack these coins one above the other, now they form a cylinder. So when I stack circles one above the other, I've given them a third direction. So this third direction converts it into a three-dimensional shape, which is a cylinder. Next, we have an example of rectangle. Okay, so a rectangle is again a two-dimensional shape. It has length, it has breadth, and it can be drawn on the plane surface. So this is a rectangle which is a two-dimensional shape. And then when this rectangle, now if you look at this face of this matchstick box, if you look at this particular face, this is a rectangular surface. But now when we have given them height, so that means the base also is a rectangular surface. But when we give them this height, the third dimension height here, this converts the rectangle to a three-dimensional shape, which is a cuboid. So this is how two-dimensional shapes gets converted to three-dimensional shapes when a third measure is also associated with them. So these were a few examples from a daily life which we can where we can observe the three-dimensional shapes. There are many more examples also. Now, when I took these two examples, it was about stacking. That when I stacked the circles one above the other, it was a cylinder. When I stacked the rectangles one above the other, it was a cuboid. Now, you all just think about an activity where you all will think, what happens if we twist them? If we keep a circular coin like this, and if we twist them like this, twist. So when we twist it, what kind of shape do we observe over there? You will be observing a sphere. Similarly, what happens when you twist a rectangle? There you will observe a cylinder, because the transition is different in that case. So just try to do that activity and you can observe that feature also. Next, we talk about the different views of 3D shapes. So a 3D object can look differently from different positions. Okay, so mainly we are talking about the three views, that are top view, front view, and side view. The names itself suggest where are we viewing the object from. So top view is when we view the object from top, front view when we view the object from front, and side view when we view the object from side. So in this way we have three views of a particular object. I'll take first example here. So if you have a cup like this, cup. So this, now when we are viewing it from the top. So what is its top view? It looks somewhat like this, circle and a little for the handle like this. So this is the top view. Next, when we look at it from front, it looks like this. So this will be the front view. This becomes the front view of the cup that I am holding. Okay, and then we have the side view. So this becomes the side view. Okay, so this is the top view, front view, and then we have the side view like this. So in the side view, we have the cup like this, and the handle also appears to us like this. So these were the three views how we can view the object. Similarly, I'll take another example now. In the next example, what we do is we have a structure from the Lego blocks. We have this structure here. So we will look at the views of this structure now. What happens when we view it from top, front and side? So if it is standing like this, if it stands like this, what is the top view? What can you say about the top view? We can see three blocks here. So the top view will be three blocks like this. I can see one yellow block, then one blue square, and then again one yellow square over there. So this is the top view of the object. Front view, the structure is like this. So the front view is like this. So we'll draw it in the same manner. That means we have the three squares here on the base. Then we have one square which represents the white one, and then we again have three squares like this, and then another one to represent the blue square. Okay, so this is the front view. This becomes the front view. Now what about the side view? The side view is like this. The side view is like this. So how can we draw the side view? We see one block, second block, third block and fourth block. So side view is just like this. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is how we can observe the top view which was like this, front view which is like this, and the side view which is like this. Similarly, we can observe these three views for the other 3D objects also. So top view whenever we view the object from top, front view whenever we view the object from front, and side view when we view the object from side. So these are the three types of views which we are talking about whenever we see a 3D object.